beauties, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are good, safe and blessed abundantly. Thank you so much for stopping by again. My name is Mamosenoko. If you are new to this channel, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and enjoy being part of this family, because it is nice, it is everything and more. So happy new year once again, and I hope that you guys are easing into this January, because I'm actually not coping, but that's a story for another day. So this is actually my first collab. I'm so excited. Yes. It's actually my first collab, and I'm here with my friend. She'll introduce herself, and yeah, today we're just gonna be talking all things unemployment, all things if you want to be seen when it comes to like your CV and everything. Then yeah, over to you, honey. Can you introduce yourself?
Hi everyone, I hope you're good, enjoying your new year, everything is in order. Anyway, my name is Helen, also known as Mamosi. I'm a trainee accountant at one of the small firms in Centurion, and I hope this video will be nothing but beneficial, and get all things started on your new slate and get to work.
Yeah. But I must say, hey, thank you so much for coming with this idea. She's the one who came up with the idea, and I was like, you know what, let's do it, because she has actually went through that revamping, looking for a job and everything. I did too, but mine was like, nah, the story, it wasn't like the same as hers. But now I think because we are living in the technology side and everything, so if I have a firm or if I have a shop, obviously the first thing that I'm gonna look to, because of COVID and everything, I'm obviously gonna look for people via internet, because you can't go like face to face and everything. So I think also it's very important when it comes to now COVID times, and because now people are looking for the best of the best. There's no time to go to that firm and be like, hi, I'm Namalungelo, because they won't even let you in. Chances are the security will not let you in. So I hope this video will be very beneficial to you guys. We're gonna have 3 points that we're gonna be sharing about. Firstly is about a CV revamp. Number 2 is effective ways to
To hunt for a job.
To hunt for a job.
Yeah.
And the third one is
effective way to tackle questions when it comes to interviews.
Yes. So we're gonna do it in segments. Please don't mind if this video is all over the place. We are actually trying our best. And what we're gonna do is that we're gonna show you guys via the laptop, or sometimes we're just gonna go to what is the thing? We're gonna do a screen record, and yeah, I don't know if there's anything that you'd like to say.
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm
okay.
sure.
So, buddy, let's get straight into this video. Alright, buddies. So, we're gonna firstly start with a CV revamp. Please don't mind me looking at my notes. And also, they are renovating downstairs, so just please bear with us. And yeah, so as you may have known that we are speaking about unemployment, how to vavavoom your CV and how to be seen and everything. So I'm just gonna be asking Mamosa questions, and at the end of the day we're gonna show you via the laptop or on what to do and everything. So first, I know that we have learned, like maybe sometimes at school or university, most of the time we'll see how to write CVs and everything, but there just have been like so many things that you don't know actually like what to do, or even if like you pick but you don't know what it is, this the right one now. But okay, we are here to tell you guys what to do. It's up to you to use it or not, and please bear in mind that we are not experts. This is just what worked for us. Well, I won't say for us, mostly because my experience was just a whole different experience, and for her I literally feel like she did the most part of it. So please tell us, Mamosa, why do we need to revamp our CV? Because here I am now. I did my CV and I'm applying, but I'm just not getting called.
It's simple. We just need to revamp our CV so that we can attract the recruiters. I mean, it has to be in line with what the recruiter wants. If it's not relevant, if it's not, attractive enough to convince, we are convincing them to hire us.
Yeah.
And they really need to trust trust us? I mean, like, if ever in your CV it's messy, it's not in order, how will they trust you with their own work? So to revamp the CV, it's just, to attract them and lure them into trusting you and knowing that you can do the work.
Speaking about in order, like order is very important.
Yeah,
You might be like a disorganized person, but when it comes to your CV, it needs to be in order, because you can't have your background education first, whereas in we don't know your background education first, and then at the end of the CV, then it says your name and everything, like. And also what I've seen actually now, what they do like a background profile. I don't know if that's relevant, because you know what they do. I thought that's very like very great to do, because you tell them hi, or not hi, obviously, like my name is Nolingela Makubu, I am a clinical associate, I do this and that, my hobbies and everything. It's like a very short paragraph, but it's a strong statement.
No, it's a summary profession. You summarize. Before they can even go and look into your CV, they already have the picture as to what you can offer. You just play around words and try to impress them.
So is that advisable to do?
We do that. It's the modern way of doing the CV.
Yeah, because you're right when you say it's the modern one, because I've seen also with my mom's CV, like she doesn't have any she doesn't have like that strong statement, and it shows why is that but now it's the model. We just got a little bit of hiccup there, but as I was asking her that what tools do we need to have to revamp your CV, because as much as we can talk about revamping your CV, at the end of the day we need to use the right tools in order for us to be noticed. So what is actually the right tools to use?
I like the fact that you also spoke of that summary profession, because there will be those that don't know. So these days we use the website. We no longer take our laptop and open our Word and start typing. There is a format that they've done for us so that things can be in order. So what I usually use is this other app called Make Free CV. Yeah, that's what it's called. It's we will thinking it on the
video. So is it like an app, or it's just a website that you need to go to?
It's a website.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a website. So you use that website, and it has everything, man. It's sort of just filling in. But the most important thing is for you to have your CV on the side, so that when you fill in, you don't type from scratch, because you can have your Word CV, so that when you go to the web, you're already prepared as to whether you put this way, put that way. I don't know.
So it's actually making things easier. It's like filling in the missing word, as you said. So but it will just go through it at the end of this topic. Actually, where did she go and what did she do? Tell us about LinkedIn. Because firstly, before you tell us about LinkedIn, I have LinkedIn, but I don't know how to use that thing. Even though I was asking this other friend of mine, I saw some is written like Nomalungelo Makubu, then dot first, then a dot second, and I'm like, what is happening? For me, like I have LinkedIn, but I see people writing and looking for a job, like sometimes it says open to work and everything, but I was thinking of deleting it, because
LinkedIn, it's more like a social, I would say a social media for professional people, where we make connections. We don't make friends, we don't make it's connections. We connect with those people. For instance, I can connect with you knowing that you're a clinical associate, and if ever I want to apply for a vacant where you work, and then I can just refer you to say Nomalungelo, I've got this, I've been informed about this from Nomalungelo. Or like it's sort of making connections to say through Nomalungelo, I've seen this post, or Nomalungelo, I've applied for this kind of a post, where can you please recommend me? And there are also vacant that are being posted there, recruiters, inform people, and also professional bodies, that's where they're thinking.
Look for people.
Or even inform us about things, SARS if ever they've changed, or if ever a CYPA, meeting or whatever annual stuff, that's where, it's all about informing people about business things and making connections and growing as a person. It helps in terms of businesses as well. If ever maybe you want to promote your business, that's really
So do you think employers, they go to LinkedIn and look for people?
Yeah, they do that. Actually, there are a lot of employers there, not only employers. That's why it's so funny that LinkedIn, it's one of the social medias where, if ever, maybe for instance, I'll give an example. We are having a complaint about a certain insurance company or whatsoever. They can respond in a minute or so, because in that way they are more active, because it's more business wise. I don't know about Twitter and all that, but they are more active on LinkedIn. So
So I think it's safe to say, but it's good to get LinkedIn if you don't have, and build your profile. And I'll show you the app itself. But I say it's very easy though, because you see feeds, and you choose actually where do you fit in, So it's very effective. So I think one should have. It's very important. So are you suggesting that I should not delete mine?
No, you shouldn't. Actually, I should start teaching you how to use it, because it is effective. It is. And then I also have a friend who got a job via LinkedIn, and even till today she's still working there.
So explain, what is this thing about first and second? Is it your first degree, the second degree? Do you know anything about that?
No, I don't know anything about that.
That's fine. So so what is that tool that we need to use in the CV so that it can be attractable, or they can see this this one impressed,
and also relevant to that certain profession. So what I used Pinhead to try and align my duties, responsibilities, and roles in order for them to be in line, man. Because in most cases we become all over the place. You'd find that sometimes we go and search and say what are the roles of an accountant, and it is just vague or abroad, or it's not very specific. So on Pinhead, the recruiters or employers who specifically say what they want.
And so firstly, before you hear, what is Pinhead? I don't know anything about that.
Pinhead is also an engine or an app where we also look for a job. That's where recruiters advertise vacancies.
So you can also advertise and everything.
Yeah, you can also advertise, and there are employers and employees. So when you create an account, you state whether are you looking for a job or are you looking for people to employ.
Alright. So you would say the tools the most important one that you used was Pinhead.
Yeah, it is to structure my CV.
Okay.
Specifically my duties and responsibilities, because now what we do is that you'll find that I'll say maybe for instance making the bank statement. I don't know how to put it, but then not structuring it in a way that it will firstly attract the recruiter, secondly not being more specific. Remember, you have to be specific and short at the same time, and it can be very difficult at times. So what you need to do is try and be smart about it, short but in detail.
Because what would you recommend, How many pages must you have in your CV?
I have one.
Really?
Yes.
Mama, are you joking?
I tell you, I have one, and it has everything.
Wait, one as in front and back, or
no,
one?
Mama,
that's unfair. Guys, you know how much I have? I think I have 8. I'm telling you that I think I've been doing everything wrong. But you know what? That's the thing, Guti. I followed also another thing, Guti, how you must write your CV. I think it's not a program, but it's also like a website that we got from university. Then it tells us what to do and everything. But Mamusa, one.
I have one. Remember, those people they'll be looking at maybe, let's say, 200 people who applied for the thingy, and then when I yours it's 8 pages. Where will they get the time to think it? So you have to save their time. Also, you have to catch their thinking so that immediately when they see it, even if they just not go into details, just screen it, they can pick something.
But I think yes, you can have. I think when you have one, it must be really great, like really out there. And but also no pressure, obviously no pressure. But also if you have a lot of pages, ne, make sure it's all the relevant things. Because I think what makes mine long is because I explained actually what I can do, and there's a lot of things that I can do.
But then I get what you're saying, Friday. But then do you know that you can just say all that in a nutshell? Like, what I'm trying to say is that you don't really need to tell a story. You just have to give them those key points. You just have to, tell them what you do, yes, in detail, but be as short as possible. That's why we also have that short professional, summary, so that you can tell them, be short there, but also say a lot. I don't know if I'm making sense.
Yeah, I really understand. I think what also had my first page had Mamosenoko, then it had a stethoscope, then it has like CV of I tried to make it beautiful.
No, I know, but then what I've also learned is that what I usually did before I can learn these techniques and everything is that I will say a lot of unnecessary things there. Like I'll put my ID and then thereafter say date of birth, like at the bottom or whatever, and then already in there saw my ID. So why put the date of birth? Because
you're right.
So that's what those are kind of the things that make it even longer.
Yeah, we need to exclude. Yeah.
And marital statuses, criminal records. That's why it is.
But isn't a criminal record important?
You know what, ne? Firstly, that's why we revamp the CV, so that we can see, you check the job description, that's first, to see in what is it that it's needed there. So if ever they say you need to have a clear criminal record, then you have to include it on your CV.
Oh, okay, so you need to be smart about it.
Yeah, you need to be smart about it.
Before.
That's why it is important that you have a CV that it's ready, and then whenever there is something it's specific, you go and check it, the description and then before you apply, and then say, okay, this and this and this is what's needed. Maybe for instance they can say a valid driver's license, but then it's always important to put it in. I'm just giving an example to say a valid driver's license and own car, and then you can go and put it there to say I have my own car and I have a valid driver's license. So not really that you have to be putting a lot of things unnecessarily, and then we'll make it that 8 pages.
But don't say my thing. But my CV is fine. I really think that it's fine. I do need to revamp it, yes, but I feel like man.
Not 8 pages.
As long as I say no to my CV, but people they will understand. But in any case, who do we need to reference when we are writing our CVs at the end?
Okay, so what I usually do is that I reference my colleagues. I don't usually put my bosses there, because it will be it will look bad, man, because then I might still be working there and they call and say, hi, we want to know about this person, and then it will alert my boss to say, you are really looking for a job, so you want to leave, and I might not even get the gig, so it paints a bad picture. So I usually put my employees, those that love me, obviously, so that they can put a good word for me.
Or sometimes I saw, let's say maybe the contract ended, and some people do put like their bosses from previous then, because they know your experience and they know how hardworking you are.
If it ended, it's advisable.
In a good way.
But then, if you're still there and you want to leave, and they call your boss, then you're in trouble.
Yeah. Because it will also do, I actually wouldn't like it, considering, let's say I am a boss or something, then someone calls me like, please tell me about this person and where she's working for me. I'll be like, sometimes I would not even say the right things because why does this person want to leave? And I see that person actually, or that employee is actually she has all the qualities that will increase the thing that I'm trying to achieve at the end of the day, and having her to leave is just like something else. So bosses. No. So buddies, this is actually the summary that we talked about. So if you can look, this is the summary that you can put, then you can go to the other one. Then you will, please show them where you put it in. You just put it there actually. right? So this is actually the CV revamp that we're talking about. That this is why actually Mamusa's CV is like one page, because when you look at it, but it has everything. So basically you're gonna put your name. You see, that's where she put the what is this thing, the help me, Musa.
The summary.
The summary, yes. Then, as you can go, you can put your information here.
Yes, and then if ever maybe you have more than one work experience, you can just add, and then if ever you made a mistake, you can just, delete.
Yeah.
That is add and delete. And if ever there are those that you don't want, like certificates, you can just, remove. And yeah.
You can put your photo there. Nice,
Yes.
representable photo.
And then personal information here, your skills, and nice things about skills is that you can also rate them here, and your language as well. You can also
what skills can you put again there?
Okay, for my profession, skills that I've put, it's softwares that we use. For instance, I've added maybe, for instance, Pastel, Fathom, Excel as well, Word. You can also tell them about your communication skills, and rate yourself as well, so that they can see how good you are with those skills that you have. And also, same applies to languages.
Okay, I think we didn't show them at first where we got it from.
Oh yeah. So sorry, it's www.makefree. Yeah, there it is. And then there we go. And then you choose which one you want. I like this modern one. So yeah.
Then it appears.
Yes.
Okay.
And then you start your thingy. So when you're done,
it's basically filling in the missing word.
Yeah, that's why I said it's important for you to have, a Word CV where you'll be able to, go from there, cut and paste, so that you don't, spend a lot of time here trying to think, Yeah. So this is it for the CV revamping. This is the web where you get it, and yeah, that's how you should edit it.